This session, we're going to talk about the meaning of communication. So the first question for you, what is the most popular means of communication? Do you know?
I think the first thing and very important is exchange the information about from each other. That means communication mean I can let someone know what I think, and yeah.
So I think there is a misunderstanding here. So let me explain my question. Let me paraphrase my question again. When I ask you what's the most popular means of communication is, it means the ways that people use to communicate with each other, radio, TV, emails. So
sorry, but can you add me again one more time?
Of course. What is the most popular means of communication?
Oh yeah, I think the communication let the people know about the information, and I think for the give people information by the TV or social channel, and
of course. And do you know that radio is the most common means of communication? That's really interesting. Well, radio is the most common means of communication. That's really interesting. Well, and what do you use to communicate with others in Vietnam, and why? What do you often use to communicate with others?
I think the radio is very popular, and I think every people in Vietnam hears radio every day. It's me today when I go from my home to office, and I always heard radio on car.
Of course, and of course nowadays smartphones, I think, are the most interesting, maybe the most common gadgets to communicate with people. So what do young people often use to communicate with each other in Vietnam? Young people.
I think they often use the social media, such as Facebook. Zalo is a big app for the video call and chatting in Vietnam. But I think the old people in Vietnam, more of them use social media because it's very cheap.
Of course, I got it. And do you know anything about the history of communication? Do you know maybe the first ways of and methods of communicating? So do you know anything about history?
Yeah, I think your first communication is newspaper.
Of course, you think the first. Okay, so I'm interested in watching a video related to the history of communication. Then we can talk about it. Okay. So let's watch a video. Of course, let's watch a video related to, it's not bad, the story, the history of communication. So it's really interesting. So let's learn something about the history of communication, and then of course we'll talk about it. Just if you want, you can have your paper and of course your pen or pencil to make notes. Well, so let me start sharing. Just give me one moment to share my screen.
Communication has come a long way. First, early humans during the Stone Age started to communicate and express their thoughts and feelings by signs or gestures. They were able to send signals via fire, drums, and whistles. Later on, the humankind started to communicate via cave paintings, a type of parietal art found on the walls and ceilings of caves. Another form of early communication was during the era of camel messengers. People used to give their message to a person who delivered it while riding in a camel. Other forms of communication were messenger pigeons. They were first used in 776 BC. After the messenger pigeons came the first postcard service. The first commercially produced card was created in 1861 by John Charlton of Philadelphia. With the help of Thomas A. Watson, a Boston machine shop employee, Alexander Graham Bell, developed the first prototype of the electric telephone in 1867. After the first telephone, communication evolved even further with the invention of the Internet and the World Wide Web, which started being used in 1989. Global information medium, the World Wide Web, or simply the web, was invented by Tim Berners-Lee. Fast forward, and communication nowadays has become even easier with the invention of Hello 2, feature-packed end-to-end encrypted communication device for modern offices and homes worldwide. Hello 2, the world's most powerful communication device.
Well, so let me ask you about the first way of communication. So what do you think? Well, according to the video.
Yes, I missed the beginning of the video information.
Of course. So let me play it again. Of course, we can watch it together. Okay, so let me. You're welcome. So just give me one moment to share it again, and from the beginning. Well.
Communication has come a long way. First, early humans during the Stone Age started to communicate and express their thoughts and feelings by signs or gestures. They were able to send signals via fire, drums, and whistles. Later on, the humankind started to communicate via cave paintings, a type of parietal art found on the walls and ceilings of caves. Another form of early communication was during the era of camel messengers. People used to give their message to a person who delivered it while riding in a camel. Other forms of communication were messenger pigeons. They were first used in 776 BC. After the messenger pigeons came the first postcard service. The first commercially produced card was created in 1861 by John Charlton of Philadelphia. With the help of Thomas A. Watson, a Boston machine shop employee, Alexander Graham Bell, developed the first prototype of the electric telephone in 1867. After the first telephone, communication evolved even further with the invention of the Internet and the World Wide Web, which started being used in 1989. Global information medium, the World Wide Web, or simply the web, was invented by Tim Berners-Lee. Fast forward, and communication nowadays has become even easier with the invention of Hello 2, feature-packed end-to-end encrypted communication device for modern offices and homes worldwide. Hello 2. The world's most powerful.
Okay. Well, so let me, okay. Let's talk. Okay, the first way, the first method of communication.
The first communication when the people they design some the signal and character and they write it in the stone wall. Yeah.
So first fire. So first fire and making some signals like, you know, whisper and making some signal like drums, so, and fire. So this is the first way of communication. Then they started to actually, you know, maybe paint some things and of course on walls and ceiling or something like this. So first of all was fire.
Sorry?
So first of all, the first method was fire. Okay, so they used to use, yeah, of course, use fire to, I don't know, and send some signals. Okay, so they try to send some signals in order to communicate with each other. After that, they started painting on the walls of caves, walls and ceilings of caves. So, okay, and then?
After that, there is delivery by camel. The people can deliver the mail from A to B by camel.
Yeah, camels. And after that?
After that, I see there is communication by mail delivery by pigeons.
Pigeon, of course, pigeon, of course, kind of bird. Yeah.
Catbird, yes, pigeon.
Actually, I have a question about, you know, this method all the time. You know, maybe I normally think of it, you know, how? You know, a bird can realize the way.
Yeah.
And, you know, I thought it's really interesting because this bird is only bird. How this bird can navigate and find a way, and of course they can deliver and they can return. Okay, so that is really interesting. So have you ever thought about it? Because they're not really clever. So how do you know anything about it?
Yeah, when the first time I see the birds can deliver the mail, I wonder about the house. Yeah, how they can train and caught a bird do that.
Yeah, of course. And I normally think that how they don't get lost. You know,
Yeah.
I think that it is actually we're talking about distance, you know, for example, from one area to another, very, very far away, with remote places, but birds can find the way, can navigate, and that's really interesting. I don't know how, but that is really smart way. Okay, after pigeons.
After pigeon is the first commercial commercial communication in the Philippines in 1861.
Very good. And it was postcard, I think.
Yes, postcard.
Of course. And then?
And then telephones. Telephone, the telephone invented in 1867.
Of course, just and let me write something. Telephone.
Yeah.
Was invented. Telephone was invented by Graham Bell. So this is a passive voice. So when you say invented, this is an active. It means telephone invented something else. But telephone was invented by someone else. So you need to use passive voice, that is be and past participle over. Okay, after telephone?
After telephone is internet, World Wide Web. was invented?
Yeah, of course, very good. So, and the which way is really interesting.
Yes.
You think, which one? From the beginning, of course, we have some challenging, some difficult ways, easy ways, and of course, which one is really interesting to you?
Yeah, but what do you mean?
It means fire, camel, birds, or for example, painting on, the walls of caves. So which one is really interesting and is really hard and difficult way, you think?
Yeah, I think the internet is a modern technology, and the people can it very convenience for the people. Yeah, and we can share a lot of information and share a lot of media by internet. But I have the same the question is how the penguins can deliver mail.
Yeah, of course. I need to, I need to research. I need to surf the internet to find something about it because that is really interesting. How they can, maybe, let's complete this part. Maybe at the end of session, we can watch a video about pigeons. Okay, so why not? So let me share the screen. Let me share the screen. Okay. Well, so let's learn some new words related to communication. Okay, the first one that of course is pass on information. So, do you have any idea about the meaning of it?
Sorry?
Do you have any idea about the meaning of this word, pass on? This is a phrasal verb.
Pass on.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I see the Vietnamese words, so
oh, it's not good. You have translation. Okay, so pass on information.
I think that means exchange the information.
Of course, very good. In a simple way, telling something to someone else after you have heard it. So you can say something like this. Okay, and keep going. Okay, lose touch. So, of course, you have the meaning, but it's not good. Okay, you have the meaning, but it's not. Okay, so it means to stop communicating with each other, to stop communicating with each other. So, and we actually, the preposition is with, that normally is used with this verb. So, lose touch with someone or something. Okay, so lose touch with. Advent.
That means towards.
Actually, it's something like arrival. If I want to give you a synonym, it means arrival. Okay, for example, so let me write coming or arrival. So let me write. For example, the advent of telephone was in 18, for example, 91. Okay, it means the first step, arrival, coming. Okay, it means the advent. Get it?
Yeah.
Of course, very good. And catch, another word instead of understand, we can use catch. Of course, it's another way. And after that, we have fake news. Okay, have you ever heard any, fake news on maybe TV, or have you ever read some fake news? Have you ever? Yes. And what was that? Have you ever heard some fake news? And what was?
Yeah, I see fake news every day on the social channel. Yeah, and it have to verify that true or false the information. Yeah.
Of course, fake news, of course. Every day we read, we hear lots of, fake news everywhere, and especially in social media. Not on
Yes.
TV, of course, not on TV. I think TV is more reliable, but
Yeah.
radio is more reliable. But about social media, of course, we can read, especially about different people, sometimes countries, people. Okay, we read lots of things that are not real, they're not based on fact.
Yeah.
Well, so there are some words here, and I want you to make some sentences using these words.
Yeah.
Pass on.
Mm, uh, my father and me passes on the news yesterday.
Okay. Passed on. Okay, so um, there is something here. Let me explain. So, pass on and pass down. We have two words here. Pass on, pass down. So let me write pass on
Yeah.
and pass down. And there is a difference between these two words, of course, not in meaning, but at the use of these two phrasal verbs. Actually, when we say pass on, okay, it implies a transference that could take place between any two people, for example, or in any direction, friend to friend, boss to employee, or I don't know, something like random passer
Mm,
by to old lady, so anyone, okay, anyone you can on the street, so you can use pass on. But when you say pass down, for example, you're talking about your father, because this is actually a connection, a familiar connection, you use pass
mm,
down. So
yeah.
pass down implies a closer familiar connection between the pastor
Mm,
and,
mm,
of course, can be family members, so relatives. So this is passed down. Okay. So
uh,
your father, with father, you use passed down. Okay.
yeah. That mean I don't want to confirm about the meaning of this words. The pass on, we we use it on the official environment, for example, in the work and something like that. But
Of course.
pass down, yeah. But pass down we use on the friendly situation. For example, in the family and with friend.
No, friend pass on. So let me say something.
Uh,
Friend to friend, okay, it's not something that when we talk about close connection, actually we mean family connection. A father to son, mother to father. Okay, so something like this. This is passed down, the use of passed down for close connection. But when I say person, anyone, friend to friend, boss to, for example, employee or something like, I don't know, colleagues. Okay, so anyone, someone on the street. Okay, so pass on is something, more general, I can say. It's something more general. But for family members, we use pass down.
Sorry.
For family members, we use pass down, but friend
Yes.
to
Yeah.
friend, of course, friend to friend, boss to employee, or someone on the street, someone who you don't know. This is
Yeah.
actually pass on can be used, okay?
Yes. Yes.
Good.
Exactly.
Well, okay. The next one, lose touch.
Mm, mm, yeah. Sometimes I can't lose start with my children. No, with my wife. That means it's I cannot code to her and I cannot chatting to her.
Yeah, of course. Sometimes you can lose touch. Okay, very good. Advent.
Just technologies. Technologies is advanced every day.
Okay, this is advent is a noun. So when you say the advent of technology, okay, so was in you give me the beginning, the first time, okay, so it's something that's, you know, something like appearance, okay. Something like advent, the first time that you can see something, the first time that you can discover something, the first time that you can use something. So this is advent. Now again.
Yeah.
Okay, would you give me another example?
Yes, I'm thinking.
Of course.
Yes, I have a question about the
Of course.
advance.
Of
Advance
course.
we use it for the when we talking about the something of I mean the sector when we're talking about some sector and
For
that
anything.
means I can.
No,
Yeah,
I got it.
anything. Yes.
I got it. So let me say, the advent of an important event, invention, or situation, okay,
Yeah.
is the fact of it starting or coming into existence. So the advent of an important event, invention, or situation is the fact of it starting or coming into existence. This is the definition of advent. For example, the advent of a person at a place is their arrival there, for example, or the advent of war. Okay, let's do it, for example, I don't know, greater something like austerity. So you can say the advent of something, the advent of an event. It means the start, the beginning, okay?
Yeah, I try to give you an example.
Of course.
A smartphone is a big advance of technology.
Okay,
Right?
so would you say again the advent of smartphones?
So smartphone is a big advance of technology.
Very good. Can be. Why not? Why not? Of course. Can be the big, huge advent. Of course, it's something like beginning. Yeah, appearance. Of course, you can use. Or, for example, yeah, it's okay. Yeah, of course, why not? You can. Yeah, of course. So, catch.
I often catch up with my friend when I see them. When I
Okay.
see them.
So, catch up means meet, as you mentioned.
Yeah.
Means
Oh.
yes, they're different, of course. catch up. This is phrasal verb using up. That means different, but catch is different. And for example, I didn't catch what my teacher said. I didn't catch what my teacher said. It's something like I didn't understand. Okay, and fake news.
Yeah. Sorry, I want to clear about the cat.
Of course.
If in the situation, if you explain for me about something, and if I understand what do you mean, can I use cat? For example, I cat it.
Of course, I caught it. Yeah, of course. I can't catch it. It means I can't understand. Okay.
Yeah.
Would you, for example, would you repeat it again? I didn't catch. Yeah. So of course, instead of understand, we normally use catch. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And fake news.
Nowadays, there are a lot of fake news on social media.
Of course, very good. Well, okay, we have an idiom. Keep someone posted. Okay, do you have any idea? Of course, you have the meaning. It's not good. I can't ask you. Okay, you know, when you give someone the most recent news about something, of course we use. Yeah.
Because that is shortest way to know.
Yeah, of course. Well, so would you give me an example? Okay, at least we can have another example using keep me posted or keep someone posted.
Yeah.
So give me another example. Keep someone posted.
Children's school keeps me post about my children every day.
Keep me posted, of course. So my children's school, of course, keeps me posted. Yeah, that's good. Or for example, we can say, hey friend, hey sis, hey bro, okay, let's catch up. Okay, let's catch up and let me keep you posted. Okay, so I can say something. Wow. Okay, we have verb keep. This is structure that you know, that's really, of course, familiar. We can use keep and gerund together. Keep going, keep talking. Keep going means continue. Keep talking, keep calling. Okay, so when you want to express and you want to talk about something that is maybe repeated continually, something like my mom keeps calling. It means call and called and called. Okay, it means doing something more than once. Okay, at actually the same time. So we use keep. Of course, we can say keep going has different meaning like continue. Let's keep going. Let's continue. Keep talking. Okay. My friend keeps talking until I interrupt her. So it means she continues talking, keeps talking. And well, now, would you give me an example using keep and gerund?
Yeah. Keep keep verbing mean keep doing something.
Keep what?
Keep do something, doing something.
Keep doing, of course.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Yeah. We can keep playing football when it's rain.
Of course. And let me say something. Sometimes you can use keep on and gerund. For example, she kept on asking me lots of. So you can use both. You can use both. Keep on or keep. So if you see something like this, they're the same. So you can use this phrasal verb. Of course, you can change the formal verb related to time tense. So she kept on asking me lots of questions. So you can say something like this. Okay, it means continue doing something again and again. Okay, and you can use it for anything, any activities, any verb. Actually, it can be followed by any verb, so it's okay. Any verb that can be actually in the form of gerund. So that is really important. Okay, so I'm talking about the action verbs. Well.
Yeah, and but I have a question.
Of course.
Is there any difference from the keep on verbing or keep verbing?
Keep on and keep. Would you say the word again? I can't realize I can't catch the word.
I don't really know about the how to say it in English, but I mean keep verb and keep on verb. Different meaning.
Okay, the difference between the difference between keep on and keep.
Yeah.
No, they're the same. You can say keep on again means go on, means continue. And of course, keep can be used at the same meaning, no?
Yeah.
Of course. When we normally use keep on, okay, of course, why not? We normally use keep on, but keep is the same. Why not? We can use both of them.
Yeah. For example, the difference from keep on asking and keep asking. No different.
Okay, so would you write the word? I can't get the word, the verb that you can keep on. Yeah, would you write it, please?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, asking you mean. Okay, different from kept on asking or so. Let me say, they're really, I can say sometimes you can use both of them interchangeably, so they're the same. But there is maybe, if I want to clarify it, let's learn the difference. Actually, keep is used in a sentence to express the, something like regularity of some action, something that is regular. When an action actually happens regularly, we use keep. Okay.
Yeah.
And for example, or something which is being done on a regular basis is shown by keep. But keep on is used in a sentence to express the something like continuity, something like, I don't know, but they're really close. You can use both of them. Okay, there is no big difference. But if you want to know maybe the difference between these two, keep expresses regularity, but keep on continuation. Okay?
Yes.
Of course. But normally they're the same. For example, we say, my mom keeps calling me while, for example, I answer the phone. It means, okay, it means continually calls me. So normally they're the same. Okay.
Yeah.
What? So get it?
Yes.
Good. Very. Okay. we have a listening section, read sentences. Okay, so let's listen and check. Okay, set them. Just give me a moment to play the audio. Well, oh, why I don't have here? I don't have here. Just give me one moment to find it again. Every session we have a challenge with this audios. It's not fair. Every session it makes me surprised. Okay, let me play. Just it takes. Just okay. I could find it. I think so. Unit 20. Okay, this one is. Just. Please, please, please. So, thank you. It's not the audio. That's really good. No, it's not the audio. So, yeah. Where is this audio? Okay. So let me find it somewhere else. This is our last chance to find it. Yeah. Okay, audio. I could find something here. Yeah. Never give up. I could. Okay. Yeah. I can send you. No, it's okay. I could download it. Okay, just let me open it and play it. Yeah. So. You said, of course, it's in Google Drive, of course. So let me. Okay, let's listen.
Unit 11, Technology. Recording 1. 1.
I use my phone for everything. I text most of the time because it's quick and cheap. So I text my friends and my boyfriend. We send each other texts during the day. It's a nice way to keep in touch. I like texts because they are quiet. Nobody knows what you are saying. My mom used to call me all the time to check that I'm okay, but now she can text me, which is much better. I get really annoyed when you're talking to someone, though, and they're texting someone else. I think that's really rude.
Something different. I think it's something different. It's not. I think because let me. That's great. Why? Why? Okay, I need to do this. I need to skip this one. Okay, I need to find it. So let me check yours. Okay, something that you send me. Maybe this is the same. Okay. Sorry. No, of course. This is. Let me check again. Yours is.
This. Unit 11.
No,
Technology.
11.
Recording 1. 1.
No.
I use my phone for everything. I text most of the time because it's quick and cheap. So I text my friends and my boyfriend.
It has different
We
parts.
send each other texts during the day. It's a nice way to keep in touch. I like texts because they are quiet. Nobody knows what you are saying. My mom used to call me all the time to check that I'm okay, but now she can text me, which is much better. I get really annoyed when you're talking to someone, though, and they're texting someone else. I think that's really rude.
2.